Happy Thursday. Stop it. 1 second. Okay, happy Thursday. Let us endeavor to regain control. Happy Friday. Let us endeavor to regain control. Hi, Duck. Yes, it's Friday. You're right. Totes Fridays. Yep. I think that explains where I'm coming from pretty well. Let's see here. What were we doing?
My cabbages!
Yep. Damn cabbages, though. Let's see here. Communications. Oh, there it is. Can I get there from here? Let's see. This map is really hard to read. It's a fast travel with the dead letters. We'll do that. And we'll see what this quest is all about. Hang on. Let me go kill these assholes. Okay. More nodes. More nodes. Man, I love throw. It's so good. I hit him from behind with it. That's kind of badass. If I do say so myself, that was kind of badass. Oh, somebody for rocket launcher. Where's the other node at? Oh, hi. There it is. Nope. The fuck is the other node? Whoa! Oh, there it is. Found it. Ah, no zitch. That was exciting. I appear to have ripped the fuck out of this wall right here. I wonder if it repairs itself over time. Given the nature of the oldest house, I suspect it probably does. I apparently can't use a control node while there are enemies about. Hello, enemies about. Catch. Hope nobody's using that radio antenna. Using spin. I don't have spin yet. Happens. Let us head to the director's office. Let's see here. I never got a control point in research, so we have to go find that.
But we don't have the proper facilities.
Maybe we can bring in an observation from the containment sector. I'll put in the requested code.
Research parapsychology. I actually saw parapsychology downstairs. Okay. Let's go find this. Which means I have to fight a bunch of snipers again. Because they've all respawned. Because I left after I killed them all the first time. My nose itches. Yeah, okay. We're going up there with that diamond dust. I don't know how I missed that last time. I was looking for something else. And I was wrong. No, stuff isn't respawning. That's somewhat surprising, but I'm not going to complain about it. Oops. It's just fun to break stuff. Can I pick up the couch? Yep. I'm okay. Ah, that looks fine.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Can't get through that way, I don't think. I think we're gonna have to go around. Yep, gonna have to go around. Okay, fine. This all looks fine. What's up? Sorry, I'm running around trying not to die right now. Be with you in a second. Catch a chair. Running. Oh, ouch. Oh, I just died. I took a rocket to the face and that hurts. How are you doing, Enes? Ish, kind of. Not really. But yeah, they used to be. It's complicated. I broke everything. It's going okay. Did you see my Twitter or my Discord about this being the last stream until next Thursday? Good, if you didn't see it, it's important. Yeah, you should follow me on Twitter or join my Discord so you can see announcements like that. Just to be safe. I'm going to be traveling all week, and so I won't be able to stream. In a second. They're not hellions. They're just kids. But is there a difference, really? Is there really a difference? I feel like I'm cheating. Of course, I don't think anybody else is going to spawn now until I actually go in there and risk it. Okay, running. That worked better this time. You can turn on notifications to... so, are we talking about Twitch notifications? Are we talking about Discord notifications? Or are we talking about anything else? Because you can be very granular about it. You don't have to turn them all off. You can just turn off all the annoying ones. I hope to think I'm not one of the annoying ones. I try not to be. Transfer call to the California State Emergency Services. Dispatcher, 911, what is your emergency? Voice, hello? Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? Dispatcher, I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? Voice, I'm inside the wires. I'm lost. Dispatcher, ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? Voice, I feel like I'm stretching through the wire. Towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where, ma'am? Go, gone, away. Okay, in case you describe your surroundings, unknown noise. Ma'am? Hello? Ma'am? Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. I would murder a bunch of bad guys for a control point right now. Astral Exhibition. That sounds terrifying. But I guess that's where we're going next.
astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white, non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Del Nye, the para scientist guy? Maybe. He could be. I will bring that up to you in just a couple minutes, Duck. Hang tight. I want to try to find a control point so I can save. The Astro Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location. A place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the Redacted's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. But so far, it just breaks everything we put in with it. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Refer to file 319-3811 for full report. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as Astral Spike. Alternate terms in this report have been redacted. Not sure what that's supposed to be, but I'm a little scared of it. Okay, fixed.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then, one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions, apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
That sounds like a good sign.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
Oh, we have seen those in the astral plane. They are not good things. Oh, good. We get to cut through the room it's in, don't we? That's great. Let's go die real quick. What am I trying to do here? Ah, I see. Come on. Come on. Follow me up here. There we go. Okay, apparently that's not enough power yet. Running away, running away, running away, running away. Where else do I need power? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's nice that it's stuck using stairs, I guess. Oh, I see what I need to do. Okay. Come on, Charlie. Follow me. That wasn't even a little stressful.
You're doing with that thing.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close.
That's a weird little black hole lensing there in reality. Not sure how I feel about that. Okay. I am going to pause this game for a moment, and I will be right back. I need to get something for Duck. Okie dokies. I'm a little annoyed at the apparent lack of save points on the way through this part. I don't know if I've missed a control point somewhere, or if the game is just being really stingy about it. Thank you. It is a really good, interesting game. Apparently, it's either in the same universe as Alan Wake, or it's at least made by the same people that made Alan Wake. So... Fucking me seeking rockets, though. Might be easier right closer, I don't know though. Ah! Man. Need some health, really badly. This gun changes forms. Now it's a shotgun. Now it's a pistol. The sniper form is available to me if I had materials to make it. I just don't have it yet. Fuck, that hurt. I need some health. Here we go. Hey, Levine, how you doing? Nope. pardon me while I throw this fire extinguisher idiot right here. I'm still wondering if I missed a control point somewhere. It seems like it's been a really long time since I got to save. That was exciting. There's one.
Anyone is listening? We've encountered heavy resistance.
Yeah, you don't say, huh?
To the lock department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
Let's see here. Thinking I might want to make spin. Although I really, I'm still 2 house memories short to upgrade it. Yeah, let's make this and see how it works out for me. I always forget where things are at. Load out. That's what I want. Wait, didn't I make it? I thought I made a new form. Did I not? Did I screw up? No, I made it. Why don't I have it? Maybe I do. Yeah. What am I not doing right here? I can only have 2 forms active at a time, maybe? Ah, that's it. Okay. I gotcha. Well, that's annoying. Huh. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Lame. Investigate the X-ray / light box object of power. That sounds like something I'd really like to do. Let's go check it out. Utilization of paranatural elements. Rethinking groupthink. Yeah, I didn't equip it on purpose because I didn't want to unequip the shotgun or the normal gun. So, well, it's fine. This study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passage use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Ask's original conformity experiments using telepathic individual as a subject. See experiments redacted for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of redacted and redacted. Refer to file 3/18-2849 for full report. This one we watched, right?
An early hypothesis was
Yeah.
that
Okay. Yeah, we've already watched that. Um.
I see it. Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
I kind of want to shoot him in the back, but afraid if I do that to one of them, then I have to fight all of them. I mean, and that would be actually. I don't think I can because they're green. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of pushing buttons. Oh, hang on. Okay. See the picture right there? And see that right there? It's not quite the same, but hang on a second here. There we go. What did I unlock though? Ah. This options, controls. Okay. Hang on, I'm not doing it right. How the heck do I seize things? Options. Unit controls. It says seizes. F. But that doesn't seem to do it. Perhaps I just don't. I'm gonna die here. Just a. Yeah, it's fine. How does seize work? I think it means you take control of them. But how do you do that? Given the fact they were all just staring at it in the last room and not doing anything. How to seize. Oh, you have to hurt them for. Okay, first. Okay. You have to be weakened first. Gotcha. It's the use button, but you have to weaken them first, apparently, and I didn't realize that. Let's make a small army. What do you say? That's kind of a cool ability. I like it. I also like the board. They are very easy to understand, confusing. What am I trying to get to now? Oh, there's the pyramid. Okay.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut, first class. And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia? Yeah. I am. Can you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary? Yes, I do. Perfect. Your suit is good? Yeah. Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
Well, they weren't being mesmerized by anymore, so they probably all left. Although he died, apparently. Oh, they all died. They're not gone. They just all
Brains were
died.
fried when I took over the object.
Ah, well. Could have happened to somebody worse than that, I guess. Like, you know, me. To be fair, it wasn't me. Just like knocking stuff around and breaking the environment is so much fun in this game. I can't even. What is... Oh, it's a brain sliced up. Weird, but awesome. Weirdly awesome. Let's see here. Choices. Oh man, so many choices. Let's do this, which leaves us with 1 point left, so we might as well do this as well. Cool, there we go. Yeah, it was from the combat. The house fixes itself. It's a little creepy, but the oldest house doesn't like being damaged, I think. That's a really good balancing job. I wonder what the odds are of that. Probably pretty high. No, it's just when you leave and come back. Sometimes you can see the house moving, but you never see it fix itself.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
More of you? Really?
Run! Not that way. Oh, I went the wrong way. I ran into the wall. I'm a doofus. My fingers got all sort of... They try to get close to you and explode. I don't know what they actually are, but they're really creepy because they basically kamikaze you and hurt a lot. Shotguns work really well against them, and so does running. Unfortunately, I did not run correctly, and it didn't go well for me.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
More of you? Really?
I feel a little dirty about controlling him and then shooting him in the head, but it felt like the right thing to do in the circumstances. It moves, and the interior of it shifts around. It's also bigger on the inside.
Welcome to the party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall.
Yeah, you know, similar. Except for this is more explained by it being like weird dimensional stuff. That seems dangerous to have in here. I don't know. That puts me off a little bit.
There you are. I was starting to worry. Congratulations on your appointment, Director Faden. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those
Yeah, it
things.
came out today.
We need more firepower.
I think.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach. Has anyone heard from Salvador?
Last anyone heard, he was taking a security team into containment. The reason is currently unknown.
I think I know the reason.
If there's anything in this place that can improve our luck, we ought to try it out.
Oh, luck research. Gotcha. Okay.
Touch anything.
Don't touch anything. As I go around, touch everything.
Oh, these charts. As if you can find anything in this place.
I stole a 4-leaf clover. I'm a terrible person. That heals the enemies, which I don't like happening very much.
I see rangers over there. We have to help them.
What's up, guys? Oh well, so much for the Rangers. I don't think there's any chance of them surviving all that mess anyway. Pretty lame. Oh good, a boss fight. Ouch. That was my head. Of course there's more enemies. Of course there's more enemies. Oh, I should have seen that coming. He was right there next to me. I didn't expect him to shoot me. My fault. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Okay, the checkpoints in this game kind of suck sometimes.
Guess we never thought we'd be fighting on our own turf. Don't give an inch!
fucker. Get some health. Missed.
Buckle up! Come on, don't give an inch!
Okay, got the boss. Just have to survive all the little ones still. I think we're okay though. There we go. See, that's how the house moves. I thought this would have options. I don't know where I'm going. I don't think it's the right way though. No, it was the right way. Oh shit. Hang on. Can I go back? Okay. Hang on a second here. Where'd that other one go? Potentially. I don't know how fast it goes through ammo. I don't know anything about it. Let's give it a try. Let's switch over to it and see what it does. Just out of curiosity. Yes, yes, it is. Let's try that out. Let's give it a whirly go. Like, literally, I guess. Okay, so I want to go over here because I think this is a different direction and there might be a side quest that's interesting over here and I don't want to miss it if there is. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I've re-archived the BlackRock research in case you need to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my availability for those to decrease in the future, however, as my analysis of this new discovered BlackRock freighter is reaching a critical point. I hope you'll be able to attend them still. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure he would appreciate any support you can provide. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for the expeditious delivery. Regards, Dr. Carla Vaughn, Federal Bureau of Control. I made a mess. that where I was just at, or is that somewhere else? I can't really tell. No, that's someplace else. Examination of paranormal topics, tangible effects of rituals. Summary. Obsessive compulsive disorder, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes the individual are simply performing redacted, called rituals. The redacted of rituals can vary. Numerology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formula, repetitive action, and causal tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling the light switch cord 3 times to enter the motel, but some are erratic. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind their actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating lost keys are all the results of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize a deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world and, when located, should be considered for employment at the Bureau. Refer to file redacted for a full report. His clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of His resonance without the need of a host. His clusters are dense spherical compressions of His resonance that serve support functions in a hierarchy of His entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing His host with infusions of resonance. This does not heal the physical damage inflicted on the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than normally possible. The fact that Hiss make an effort to preserve its corrupted host underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculation on my part. Can this entity be considered an individual or simply an extension of the Hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Refer to file redacted for a full report. Processes and best practice astronaut program. This report serves an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astro research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box. See case file OOP-18 for details. In the hypnosis lab, a section of the parapsychology division, physical and psychological training is vital for repeated transition between planes known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has been conclusively proven that redacted within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. Refer to file 829-1838 for full report. X-ray light box. No unique containment procedures needed. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. The image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named Redacted. The object allows parallel utilities to forcibly seize an individual's redacted. The seized individual becomes redacted to the user. This effect lasts redacted. Once released, the seized redacted as a result of the physical trauma. A janitor named Redacted bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital and Redacted. Soon the building's documents were redacted by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to Redacted. The perpetrator and Redacted the item. Fatalities numbered and the Redacted. For operational details, see case 26 HQ 452. Lots of redactions in that. Okay, we already did that. Okay, we're cool. I mean, I could jump out and go down there. But I think that maybe I should finish the quest I'm on first. Yeah, we'll go back. We'll do this later. I'm sure there's a better way down there anyway if I wait long enough and just don't be impatient. Unless that was where I was at. Which I'll be able to tell here in just a second. But is there a big bloody corpse? Oh, okay, that was it. Right there. And there's the corpse. Okay. Lots of cubes. It's interesting. The board is represented by inverted black pyramid. I see lots of cubes hanging out too here and there. I wonder what's up with that.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
Quack if you can understand me.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
Did I see a rubber duck quacking? I feel like I did. Oh, that's a good sign. I'm sure the hiss isn't taking over my brain. Oh, shit. My mistake. I just read it wrong. The lab.
You led me here. Any idea how to make it work?
go look upstairs first. Configure. Can we affect this? Configurations. Okay. Hey Ash, how you doing? I mean, this is the third box puzzle I've ran into so far to unlock doors. So, yeah. I also got C's, which is really fun to play with. Man, that's a fun ability. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retain frequencies range of redacted to redacted hertz, with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the result of focusing a redacted through a harmonizing prism onto a redacted. Methods for imprinting non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with properties of harmonized resonance redacted in the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to file redacted for full report. I wonder if these exist in unredacted form or if they just wrote them and redacted them as they went and thought it was funny. Oh, hang on. This is different. Too powerful for our use. Feedback loop. All three of the X's are the same layout, aren't they? No, and the left one is also the same. That's interesting.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols.
Exactly.
The how do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
I missed the punch card somewhere. Where's it hiding? Upstairs,
So,
maybe?
We need to find all the punch
I'm working on it. Chill. Jesus. Some people are so impatient. There it is. One, two, three, four, five. What game was it that I was playing where, like, if you waited 3 seconds, it would start yelling at you to do the thing? Oh, that was Mass Effect. Have you considered scanning? I mean, that's right in my field of vision on this one. And this seems too obvious for the first one, but maybe it is. Exactly.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Can I shoot her? I would love to shoot her right now. Is that allowed? 2, I think it should be the solid square because of the swap locations on this. Even though it was drawn in
These
third,
whiteboard drawings
even though it was
may
drawn
be
in third place here, I think the arrows below it means we should swap it. Either they're happy. It's hard to be sure which it is, but yeah, I think that means we swap those two. So 3 will be the left one there. And then 4 is this. What was that? Hang on, I don't remember. 4 is with the triangle at the bottom of the left side filled in. Or potentially 4 is this.
He was working on something to do with these symbols.
I have 2 different 4s. Let me go down here and check this out. Hang on. Oh, there's an arrow. Cool. Okay. So that's actually 5. The one I thought was 4 is 5, and this is 4.
What do the symbols mean?
God knows. Well, probably not actually. That's puzzling. Good core. We puzzled good core. Astral core? I think it was an astral core puzzle. This seems bad, right? Oh, well, shit. Was that supposed to happen?
Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab down in the Blackrock processing site and maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I don't know what a Lewis gun is.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
I wonder where Blackwalk Core is actually at. Is it a different planet, a different plane, a different time? Potentially all of the above?
This will lead back to Central Research.
Well, it had a starry sky above it, there in that view of it, which makes me think that although the door to it's in the basement, maybe that's not where it's actually at. I need to figure out what address that this building is based off of in New York and go take some pictures while I'm there this week and tweet them. Tweet. I'm going to go to executive sector and we're going to go spend some skill points. It could be a painted roof, but given what we've seen so far, does that seem like a reasonable conclusion? I don't think it really does.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
I saw the jukebox. I'm traveling to the East Coast. It's not a whole week. I'll be streaming again next Thursday, which is 1 day less than a week. See there? There you go. Because only the director can use the service weapon. And if you pick it up and try to use it when you're not director, you fail the job interview to become director and die.
Pope wants us to compile all of Darling's data entries from the past month.
She wants us to crack Dar...
See, we have 4 skill points. Health or more launch damage? I think health right now is probably a good call. We'll go with health. Thank you.
Darling's personal logs? He'll crucify us if he finds out. Who does she think she is, authorizing that?
Oh, we have more hotline. I've already listened to this one. Why was that flashing? Or holder /665. Ignore this message. The board is very easy to understand / confusing.
Altered item number 52AE analysis.
Oh yeah, the rubber duck. Okay.
Kind of data breach.
She must think he's hiding something. And I agree. The HREs alone on proof Darling knew more.
You heard, right? She's the new director.
What's up? And this happens in the modern world. And there's a reason why everybody has stuff that looks old and it all is not modern. This happens today, or yesterday, or maybe tomorrow.
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he all right? HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan, once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
That was the wrong button. But I feel like it's probably okay that we just broke that. The house will fix it for us anyway. I wonder if I missed them. Oh yeah, no, I do. I saw them. Yeah. Yeah, let's kill this first. Holes in space-time are annoying, and they move around too much. I opened it. That is an open question that I have. It's an interesting thing to notice, though, and I don't know exactly what it is. It might be the hiss. It might be something else. It drifts around and all goes in the same direction when it leaves their bodies. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did is gonna get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now. You know? I tell ya, it's not even counting all the weird shit we deal with. This place can be a downright hostile work environment sometimes. I really did not mean to do that. The E button is right next to W, though, and it's kind of annoying sometimes. This is not even a little ominous right here. Oh, yeah. That right there seems totally trustworthy. That's where we need to go, though, isn't it? Piss off. I wonder what's in this door. That looks painful. I think I'm gonna go with painful. Is how that looks right there. I did not mean to fall down there. Jumping is hard. It's a space bar. It's a pretty big button. It's easy to miss. How the fuck do I get out of their stairs? I don't know where I'm going. I'm pretty sure this is not the right way for the current quest. But there's bound to be something interesting back here somewhere, right? Oh, we need another one. Crap. Nighty-knees. I may, if time and stars align, do a walk-around live stream from either Boston or New York City, or maybe both. I cannot currently guarantee it will happen, but if I do, it will probably be short. And if you're interested in maybe watching that, I would suggest turning on notifications for the channel. I broke all my legs. But I managed to jump right between those. Perfect. Let's try that again. Is the door still open up here? Yes, yes it is. Oh, this looks fine. Oh. Huh. I wonder why Ocean View is there. I mean, I guess that might be a silly question, but I still wonder why.
I don't know. The lights are on. They should be open. We're looking to get a room for the night. Hello? I don't think anyone's there, honey. Come on. We'll go to that motel we passed a while back.
Really? I'm just fixing the room up. I think it's something I should do. Oh, is this a puzzle? Hmm. Chair out. Painting straight. Base that. Chair out. Painting straight. Base. Okay. I didn't notice the radio before. Are we just supposed to go pull the ripcord again now? I mean, probably, right? Oh, nope, this is open now. There's the keys. I hope at some point we get to leave through a different door than the one everybody else uses. I mean, we are the director after all. I hope we get to use a different door. Oh, we had to do that to get the Black Rock, didn't we? I didn't even realize that. Oh, it's just pure dumb luck because I was just trying to be thorough and do side quests. Take it. I'm not going to argue. Such a big house on the inside, let's be honest. There's another bridge over there. There's one over there. Man, this chamber is weird.
Okay, We need to find a way to Blackrock processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
But I want to look in this room now.
Reminder, if the contents of your workspace have been rearranged, removed, added to, or altered in any other way, you should immediately leave the area while speaking to yourself in a reassuring tone. This will not only keep you calm, but also the room. Thank you for your attention.
Certificate of Achievement awarded to John W. Maxwell for his years of service to the Bureau. 1987. Are there any inverted pyramids in like U.S. currency? Or are they all upright? I know there's pyramids, but I wonder if they're inverted now. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas, see file ATL03 for said dimensions, seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house's usual walls, floors, or shifts. The Atlas changes form, but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. Nice. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts, and the Atlas is a redacted of the redacted itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same redacted material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. See refer to file 837-3592 for full report. The physics are just fun to play with. Nope, that doesn't open. Too bad. I guess I can't lift the box of tissues either. Or the toilet. Oh well. Experimentation. It's science. Why is this locked? Do I need to get up there somehow? I'm kind of ignoring the timed alert. Oh, no. I'm kind of ignoring the timed alerts just because I don't know. They just seem to randomly sort of screw up everything. How do I get in there? What am I missing? Disconnected. Ah. Nope. That was the one I broke the window to get into, wasn't it? I don't see any buttons in here. Danger, open pit. What am I missing? I'm obviously missing some. Oh, I'm missing this hallway right here. Is what I'm missing. That one seems pretty well and thoroughly corrupted. Cleanse the unclean control point. These windows are amazingly intact for the firefight that just happened in here. Seize is an awesome ability and really fun when you use it against somebody who has rockets. Is that like a model of the astral plane or something? I don't even know what that is. Probably not. Let's be honest. Probably not. I think I need like house memories or something to upgrade my gun. I don't think I've gotten any yet. However, I did just get a control point. Let's double check real quick and make sure. I mean, I don't think it's actually concrete either. I think it's made out of redacted probably. That's what I said. You are hurting. Will hurt if you're injured. Hurt, injured, yes. Kill / unbutton and research / lab coats meanwhile. Yeah, I need 2 more house memories, which I am just not finding anywhere. Plus 23% health recovery on pickup. Ooh, that is nice. Yes, please. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's a door. Doors are hard.
I'm glad to see you're still you.
I am, as it turns out, actually still me.
I'm not doing so hot. You're fine. We'll push through this. The hiss are the ones doing the pushing, Doc.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz, Rupert Well. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation.
Medic, what's the damage?
Secondary objective
taking a
was
few
not a
hits.
success.
We need to get them to a surgical station ASAP.
And did you
but I don't
encounter
think
any
they're stable enough
previously
to move.
unrecorded event or entity
They're gonna
while
have to be.
inside the threshold?
We are moving out and
No,
I'm not leaving them behind.
nothing.
Now do what you need to
Do you think you should tell him about the mermaid?
Excuse me? Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the water, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. She was so alluring. I'd say she was more enchanting than
Hey, remember
alluring.
the deal.
Fine,
Kill a hiss, I buy a shot. Show phone me.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No.
Because it didn't happen.
Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
It was totally a mermaid, wasn't there? Oh, the interleaving subtitles? Yeah, that was kind of a pain in the butt. That fucked with me too, to be honest.
Why does my head feel like this?
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and, well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
Because we found so many living survivors inside of shelters so far. I mean, there might be one somewhere.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like haze. Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid. And just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
Which makes the people who are outside of it looking for a room kind of interesting. Is there any way to like control which crafting supplies I get? That is very solid. Yeah, I don't think I can hurt it. What is that right there? Is this a map? Is this like the You Are Here map of the oldest house? Ouch. I think I just bumped my head on it. That's awkward. Fail. Oh, there. I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see if I can land on it. So I want to look at it up close and personal. I don't know if it's because I'm stepping up onto the railing when I do it, or some other reason why I keep failing that.
Why does my head feel like this? Is it the hiss or the concussion?
Yes, yes it is. It's a his cushion. What time is it? We'll go for a little bit longer, but I had to stop soon. I'm not completely sure how you've moved
Arish
around.
wasn't kidding
And if you want
about
to talk
that
about it on stream or not. Have you ever been to the East Coast, Ash? Like New York, Boston, all that stuff? That seems okay. That seems fine. Everything seems fine. Swan boat. You're from Maryland. I don't... You know, I think you may have told me that once before, but apparently didn't stick. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I didn't think of it until you just said it. Swan boat, AI 19KE. Containment procedure. No unique containment procedures required. Item is made of fiberglass painted to resemble a swan. Foot pedals. Oh, Nantucket's nice. Foot pedals allow the item to propel forward in water. The item emits a pulse of physical force at an estimated force of redacted. Possible connection to OOP5. Measuring the exact force created by the item has been hindered by concerns from the Human Resources Department. The item was seized from an activity rental service called Redacted, located on Redacted on Vancouver Island, Canada, after it ejected numerous riders over the course of a summer, bringing the boat to the attention of the media. The item was transported to the Bureau by helicopter. A containment specialist accompanied it, sent to recite Formula C9 through 32 recursively. What occurred in the helicopter is not known, but all agents were lost in the crash. The item was recovered and then transported by train. It arrived at the Bureau without further incident. Jesus. Oh, good. Entropic Echo. I have a new material. Just what I needed. I didn't have enough, and I can't find what I really need. So, of course, it gave me a new one. That's pretty thorough for the area, though, at least. I'm gonna get killed, aren't I? It's fair. Maryland is pretty
You
tiny.
showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
That giant wall of red hiss force. Yeah, that's reassuring. I'm sure this is going to be fine.
Shit. They're shattered. Not a single prism left. What the fuck?
Ow, my face is hurting. Whoa. How do I do that? I mean, I could shield, but I can't fight when shielded. How do I kill that?
That shit the Hiss are spouting? I've seen parapsychosis, but what the hell is a worm through time?
Right? They disappear and teleport around and then spew doom poison in your face. It's wonderful. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was one to approve all this head-on research in the first place. But after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person before the next Bureau heads meeting. I mean, most bosses, I feel like, okay, that's hard, but I think I get it, and now I know what to do. I don't know what to do about that fucker yet. I have no clue about how to counter it.
Kidding about that monster. You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism? Shit! They're shattered.
Where's it at? I think the key is just to keep moving. And take pot shots from range. Like that! I'm supposed to be taking pot shots from range, not you, jerk. Fuck me. And there's no health pickups because there's no other enemies to kill to get health. Oh.
Why does my head feel like this?
Everything is fine. This is all fine.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster. You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism? What the fuck?
Ah! That close! What a pain in my posterior region. Well, I'm glad I increased health by 40% at this point. I'd probably be that fucker would probably be one-shotting me.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster. You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism? Shit! They're shattered. What the fuck?
You can kind of see it floating around if you pay attention. I'm wondering if there's only one of them or if there's more than one. I haven't decided yet. Whoosh.
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
Conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where black rock comes from.
You heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock comes from a threshold
out
quarry.
a lot of frequencies.
So the prisms must be there too.
Contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research
I thought lead
involves
was
many
paranatural
dangerous
lead.
things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Black Rock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it? We can do that again.
I'm hoping future iterations of that enemy don't have as many hit points.
Darling's key. This should get us into the quarry.
BlackRock has allowed the Bureau to make paranormal bullshit. BlackRock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of redacted density that nullifies all residents within a range of redacted to reductive hertz. Bureau innovations that incorporate BlackRock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks, feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or internal threats that we opened already. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using BlackRock, as work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. Refer to file 5931733 for a full report. So there's another level 5 door back here earlier. Let's go see what's inside there. Oh, what's up here? I kind of wonder if the shotgun would have been even better against that, but I don't know. Thought that was somebody with a gun for a second, but it's just some poor schmo floating in midair. That's perfectly normal. As long as I don't have a gun, I don't care. We can't use our hands to open doors, so we occasionally have to shoot them, see if anything happens. The answer is usually no. That's still kind of fun. I think we just skipped back around, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, I'm confused where I'm at. There we go.
Christ, we're running low on everything.
These are very solid windows. Where did I miss? There we go. I unfortunately need to get going because I have an early day tomorrow and I have to pack and I have to do all sorts of other crap. So we're going to call it there after only almost 3 hours. Apologies for that. Hopefully we will have a lot of time a week from today when we get to play this game again to make some progress. So have a good one, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope I will try to stream a little bit from Boston or New York. I will be on Discord. I will probably tweet some as well. And I will see you around later. I will have fun redacting all the redacteds with some redaction. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Lurkers. Good night for now. Ciao. Bye.